So I wanted to talk about this, man. My boy Jabril Peppers tested positive for a diluted sample. I think this happened yesterday, maybe it happened the day before, whatever. The report came. I saw the report yesterday. Now, initially when I saw this, I was thinking, damn, I need more information, right? You know what I'm saying? Automatically, I need more information. And the reason is just because if you look at Jabril's history, he's not had a history of a situation like this. He never had anything like this in his past. If he did, my immediate thought would have been, oh yeah, he did. So I looked into it, I researched it a little bit, and I came up with my own opinion. Keep in mind, this is my own opinion. You are 1000% entitled to yours, and you can put it in the comment section, and it's cool. And look, you ain't even gotta put it in all cap. We will hear you. If it's lowercase, it's okay. Looked it up. Here's what causes a diluted sample. Y'all ready for this? This is crazy. If you have less than 20 milligrams of creatinine per millimeter of sample. What does it take to trigger that? It takes about, and the studies is out there, the information is out there. I'm gonna find an article I read and link it in the description so y'all can go see. 48 ounces of water in a 5-hour period can cause a diluted sample. This is scientifically proven. This stuff starts to stack up. It does start to sound, you know, if you've already made up your mind, these things will sound like excuses. If you have not already made up your mind, these things might sound like facts and you might, you know, sway one way. Let's keep going. Jabril Peppers is documented to have cramping issues going all the way back to his high school days. This is documented. He was ill leading up to the combine. You can watch footage from the combine interviews and hear him talking about this. This after he ran the 40, people was patting him on his back. He did the backflip. He was feeling pretty good. He was excited. So this wasn't like him being defensive. He was just, hey man, I was sick leading up to it, man. I'm real happy. It went good. I felt like I could have run a little bit faster, but whatever. Sick leading up to, history of cramps. Now he's got to work out with 2 groups. Got to work out with the linebackers, and he needs to work out with the safeties. Got permission from the NFL to work out with the safeties as well, because he wants to improve his draft stock and show these teams that he is a DB, even though he was forced to work out with the linebackers due to some BS technicality. All right, so with knowing all that, history of cramping, sick, gotta work out with 2 groups. Anybody know anything about athletes? You're gonna hydrate. So this all sounds to me is likely. Like this makes sense to me, is what I'm saying. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I'm just saying it adds up. All right, this is a bottle of water right here. This ain't even a big bottle of water. Can y'all see that? That's 17 ounces right there. So in a 4 to 5 hour period, if you drink 3 of these, that's more than 48 ounces. I'm gonna guess he probably drunk more than that. But Flem, what does it all mean? It all means that the information that came out that he basically just drank too much water is completely possible and even probable. Like, it's feasible. I personally believe him. I ain't trying to convince nobody else. I don't really care what you think. It does not matter. It's really gonna depend what these NFL teams think, right? What do they believe? Do they care? But the point is, and Joel Klatt made an amazing point today. He said, Jabril Peppers will now have to go into the substance abuse program and be tested every month, I think for a year. Every month for 12 months, I believe. Over a diluted test. He talked about the fact that when you go to take these tests, there's literally a dude standing there. He's got to see the urine come out of your body. So he's watching you piss, like he's standing right there. It's awkward. So when he sees this, if a player has drank too much water and the urine is too clear, when he caps it up, can he not see that? Like, why would he not say, nah, that's diluted? Like, what is there? Does he have no training? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you got to come back 6-8 hours, whatever, and retake the test instead of us having to go through this whole thing. This coming out a couple days before the draft, and this man having to go into the substance abuse thing, which is just BS. And it's kind of demeaning, to be honest. If you're not a person who abuses these substances, these illegal substances, it's very demeaning to have to go into and be in this program. And before you say, well, the guy doesn't have to do anything, bro, when I was in college, bro, and I had people who was really trying to dilute these samples, and when the people tested us, and they thought one of my partners' sample looked diluted, they made him wait. He had to take another one. He had to stay in that training room all day, gave him a bunch of juice and water. He had to go again. And what Joel Klatt was saying was, it would have been so simple. It would have been such a simple procedure by the NFL to retest in a situation like that, instead of having to go through all of this. And now this guy got this on his record, and he ain't never been proved. He never tested positive for anything. He just tested positive for a diluted test. He didn't test positive for a substance though. So if there's no diluted sample abuse program, then, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm curious. I'm curious on this one. I kind of know how this one will probably go. Michigan fans will agree with me. People who hate Michigan will disagree with me. And everybody else, it'll be fun to kind of see where y'all land. Anyway, like the video, share the video. My name is FlemLo Raps. I'll holler at y'all next time.